friends, it's Angel, and today I have for you another vlog. Today I am going thrifting, but other than that, mostly we are just trying to survive today. But first, it is time for me to get ready for the day and also chat to you about my week. And today I'm getting ready with Toby. You're gonna see him all throughout this vlog because he's just clinging to me. And honestly, it's a nice thing. I need my little buddy right now. So yes, this week. Oh my goodness. This week I am just faced with so many changes, and all of them are still just potential changes, and it's got me so overwhelmed and anxious. The first major potential change is my fiance's career might end up taking him away from home for a while, so I might potentially be living on my own, which means I do need to get a car. I don't think I've ever talked about it on my channel because it is maybe a little bit embarrassing, but I do have really bad driving anxiety, so usually I don't drive much of anywhere. I don't have my own car, so now I'm having to look for one, and I found one I really like. Hope that works out. I am also looking into jobs right now. I'm quite nervous because I've only ever been self-employed. I've never worked for someone before, but it just feels like the timing is right for me to dip my toe into a kind of new career path. But I did find a job listing that is just so perfect, literally like my dream job. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's just so much change all at once lately, and I am feeling really excited but at the same time really anxious and overwhelmed, especially because it just feels like nothing is set in stone. Especially with my fiance's job, there's literally no details, no time frame, and I don't know the outcome of pursuing this new job will be. I'm really having to face my fear of rejection, and on the other hand, if I do get this job, it's gonna be a huge lifestyle change. It's just been a whole bunch to process, and I feel like mostly I'm okay right now. I am trying to stay positive, but the thing is, it is affecting me. It's affecting my sleep, it's affecting my eating. I am just really overwhelmed, and I don't feel like I'm doing the best job of taking care of myself. So I do want to do a few little things today that's going to make my life easier. But yeah, it's just been hard navigating all the feelings and thoughts I have right now. And because I'm so overwhelmed, I keep getting paralyzed, pretty much just stuck on the couch scrolling through social media, which is the worst thing I could do for myself. So I'm trying to make some better choices that's going to help both me now and future me. So one of the things I know is going to help me is tidying up a bit, keeping my space organized. All this week I've been watching organizational videos and I've been decluttering like crazy. I just got to the point I was so overwhelmed with all the thoughts in my brain that I couldn't deal with all the clutter in my house as well. I've kind of come to the realization that I don't need to work so hard on my space. My space needs to work for me. So if certain areas are getting cluttered, maybe I need to move stuff around, figure out a better system. And so far, I have really figured out decluttering the living room. I wish I had it before to show you. Oh man, it was a disaster in here. But it's a lot better now. And I don't know, I think cleaning and tidying up is a little bit of my coping mechanism maybe. I can't control a lot of the outcomes of the situations going on in my life right now, but I can control my space and make it nice for me and my little family. But here I am, finally out of the house with a big cup of coffee. We were gonna go to one of the smaller thrift stores in our town, but they were closed. I think their AC went out. That's been a big problem here lately. But look how cute this little card is. I finally found a gas station that has vegan creamer, so I can get a delicious coffee. And the 10th one is free. But we are going to my favorite thrift store today. I am so excited. And look, Hello Kitty bike. I should get that instead of a car. So first I spotted this adorable crochet top with this ribbon detail. and little crocheted flowers, so adorable. Was $6, but I thought the design was very cute. But yep, it got to the bottom, and what do we have? A stain. Sneaky little stain. Too bad. This was a really cute piece. Then I spotted this kind of cottagecore long sleeve. I did really like it, but I don't know, something about it. I just decided to leave it. Then my mom found me a Goosey plate, and I could not pass it up. I wasn't gonna grab it, but then I thought of eating giant pancakes off of it, and the thought made me so happy. I could not help myself. Then I found this blouse. It was so cute. I think it's actually like a pajama top, but yep, stained. Pretty badly stained too, so I didn't leave it behind. Then I found this blouse, and oh, it is so cute, so lacy. Little buttons, and you know, lovely cotton shirt. I love cotton. But it just had all these little spots all over it, and didn't want to risk it, so I did leave it behind as well. Then there was this big floaty blouse. It was really pretty, but there was something about it, I don't know, I didn't love the fabric it was made out of maybe. So I did leave this one behind as well. Oh, and then this top I keep seeing here, and I really love it. I feel like it would be really cute in my wardrobe, but I don't know if it would fit my bobas. But I do really like it. I don't know. Maybe if I can find it on a half off day, I'll grab it. Then I found this thermal top. I really love thermal tops, but it was pretty stained up. I found quite a few of these today. Just cute pink thermal tops, but they were all stained up. Then I spotted this turtle tee. It's kind of amazing. They're all made of little beads, but I did leave it behind. Same deal with this seashell granny sweatshirt. It was too pilly, but I love this. It's almost like something a secret grandma mermaid would wear. Then I spotted this skirt, but look at that price tag. Oh my goodness. No, thank you. Then in the pajama section, I found this adorable cream slip, but it had a weird little stain on it, and yeah, I just left it. Oh, and then this Victoria's Secret cheetah print slip, but it was $8, so I left it behind. Oh, and then super cute fairy vest. I really like the color, and of course crochet. It was also $8, and I just couldn't justify it. I did find a tiny stain on it too. Then I spotted this book that intrigued me. I usually don't look at the books, but this caught my eye. But it was just full of little babies, so I didn't feel like I needed it. Then I spotted this really pretty mirror. Kind of wish I picked it up, but I have no clue where I'd put it. Hello. Then there was a big box of delicious candles. Kind of wish I picked some of these up, but I don't think I really needed them. They did have this potpourri, little warming crock pot for potpourri, but I did leave that behind. Then I found this shoe rack. My mom, I think, actually spotted it, I believe. But it was only $6, and I felt that was way worth it. But here is everything I am getting today. Found quite a few really cute treasures. Also had a really nice chat with the cashier. Why does Goodwill just hire like the best people ever as their cashiers? I love chatting with them. They're always so sweet. It's actually kind of helping me get over my really bad social anxiety, just having nice chats at Goodwill. Anyway, here we are back home, and I am actually filming still. I didn't finish filming my sketchbook tour, so I gotta finish it today. And of course, Toby will not move out the way. Pumpkin too. I think they can just sense I'm a little overwhelmed right now and maybe need some extra snuggles. But oh my goodness, did I struggle filming this week. It took me forever to figure out my setup for filming the above angle, to show off the sketchbooks, and once I did get set up, I recorded for a while, and then I realized my camera wasn't focusing, so I wasted a bunch of time. Then I tried recording on my phone, and the audio wasn't working. But my lovely fiance, he was able to figure it all out for me, get me all set up, and yeah, it was definitely a lesson in asking for help when I need it. But now I do know how to set all of that up. So maybe in the future I could even do some more drawing / painting / sketchbook content. I think that would be cool, even if it's just in the vlogs. But here is my weird lunch sort of thing. Can you tell we need to go grocery shopping? But I am having both a soft and a hard taco. I made some homemade tortillas and it came out really tasty. Don't look that pretty though. And then I made myself, I call it my trail mix, but it's just me grabbing a bunch of chips and nuts and sticking it in a pile. But it's pretty good. Then one of these protein cookies. And I think while I'm munching, I think I'm going to bake some bread in my bread maker because we are completely out of bread. So maybe I'll try making stuff. I hope it turns out okay. I'd say the process is really simple, but it is also very fickle. If you do not follow each step perfectly, then you come out with a weird bread. But it'll be okay. Let's see how we do today. So first we have some water. And then we have some oil. I'm using olive. Then some salt. And a little bit of sugar. These aren't the measurements, by the way. Comment down below if you need them. Then some flour. As you can see, I already added some. And also very important, the yeast. I did drop the measuring cup, so I hope that doesn't ruin it. Hopefully it'll be okay, but we will see later. Now it is time to put in the shoe rack and also organize the closet a little. I picked up the shoe rack not only for shoes but also my purses. They're all on one hanger and it is just so annoying. I never want to use my purses. So I think this is gonna be a great solution. Honestly, I really did not want to deal with this rack today. Honestly, I didn't even want to vlog today. And I love vlogging. I love YouTube. It's what I'm happy doing. But I'm just really having a hard time right now, just feeling so overwhelmed and kind of being stuck in limbo and not knowing how much things are gonna change even in the next week. But I am learning some really great lessons this week that I definitely need to share with you guys. I can't hoard the delicious knowledge to myself. By the way, I did take a nap and change my clothes because I was sweaty. Take off my makeup and my hair's a mess. Just a little tidbit for you there. I also lost too many fake nails that I couldn't supplement them with similar looking fake nails. So no more little baldy baby hands from now on in the video. But yes, lessons learned this week. Number one, and this was a big source of me feeling overwhelmed, is it's not realistic for me to try and be perfect in every aspect of my life. And this realization is brought to you by Caroline Winkler on YouTube. I'll link the video below. When I catch myself scrolling on Instagram, I do try and switch over to YouTube and find a video that's gonna really help me out, whether it's to do with art, general well-being, just those sort of things. But yeah, I realized in my life I am trying to make straight A's on my relationship, my house, my work, YouTube, my spirituality, and even my health. The thing is, I just don't have infinite energy to give 100% in everything. That's just the reality of life and just being a little person in the world, you know? I always thought, like, when you became an official grown up adult person was when you could get an A+ in everything. But no one lives like that. No one is making straight A's. It's just not possible. So I'm really feeling like a shift in priorities this week. For example, I might not be able to see my fiance for a while, so I have to be making an A+ and bonus points in my relationship this week. We gotta spend extra quality time together. And this week, I really haven't prioritized my small business, probably as much as I should, but like I said, I just do not have unlimited energy And honestly, that was a thing I could slack on. I probably should have slacked more in YouTube, but I am just so passionate about this. I really want to make an A in YouTube. But if I do start this new job, I might have to prioritize that over YouTube. I'm definitely not giving up on YouTube or my small business. Those are just things that might end up going on the back burner. Maybe my uploads might be a little more infrequent in the future, but we will see. None of this, like I've been saying, is set in stone. Still very up in the air. But yeah, life wisdom number 1, can't get straight A's in everything in life. Gotta prioritize. Wisdom number 2 of the week is the art of just showing up for things. And this is from the YouTuber Wendy Robinson. She is an amazing artist. She does a lot of art journaling. And oh my goodness, her videos are just such a comfort. They are so amazing. I'll link her down below as well, particularly the video that helped me out this week. Might make a playlist here on YouTube of just videos that really speak to me. I'll call it something dumb and silly, like booty jams for the soul, something like that. But I'll make it public so you guys can see what's been helping me, and hopefully it'll help you guys out too. But yeah, Wendy talks a lot about just showing up, which I didn't fully understand until this week, because oh my goodness, I did not want to show up. I didn't want to show up for the video this week. I didn't want to show up for this vlog. Just even showing up to tidy my closet and office. But I just kept saying to myself, just show up, which I know I keep saying, but really the meaning of that is, and of course this is my interpretation, but just getting up and starting something and physically being present for the task you need to do is sometimes all you need to get started. And you're almost taking the pressure off of yourself. For example, my goal right now isn't to completely clean the office until it's spotless. All I said to myself was, I'm going to show up. I'm going to walk into that office, I'm going to set up my camera, and I'm just going to find one thing to put away that's going to make it slightly less messy. And what further pushed me was reminding myself who I am showing up for. For example, I'm showing up for myself because I want a tidy workspace. I feel overwhelmed with the clutter. So I'm going to help myself out. I'm going to show up for myself, get started, and perhaps even more importantly, get momentum going. That can be so hard when you're not feeling your best. You just want to scroll through Instagram and not deal. But if you can get momentum going to get a project started, even if it's not perfect, even if you make a few mistakes, getting started and showing up is so important. I'm also showing up for you guys. I want to post these vlogs consistently, so that was a huge motivating factor, showing up for my YouTube audience. I'm also showing up for my mom. I know she watches these vlogs and she looks forward to them, so I do want to get them posted for her as well. That helps motivate me. I know you're watching, Mumsy. I love you. And here I am packaging an order, and that's another instance of me showing up. I've really been unmotivated to post my shop, haven't been posting consistently, unfortunately. That was a kind of a letdown. I am a bit disappointed in myself not being able to consistently keep that up, but as I've been saying, I just did not have the energy for it. But I still am sending out offers. I'm trying out the boosted listings on Depop, and of course I've been shipping every day. So, you know, still making a C and not an F. But yeah, definitely showing up. That's just been my mantra all week. Just show up. And here I am actually finishing my application for that job I've been talking about. Their systems were down, and so I've been in touch with tech support, and finally it's all been resolved so I can upload my resume. That's honestly been a really fun process. This is my first time writing a resume since I've graduated, and it's really cool kind of looking at my skills and how they play in both my education and my small business. And you know, I am really proud of myself for even just submitting this application and putting myself out there. It's very scary, but also quite exciting. But it is bread time, and oh no, it already does not look good. It has sunk in a little, which is not a good sign. And here it is. As you can see, it did not mix properly. I think when I did drop the measuring cup earlier, it did mess it up. And yeah, so, you know, not a perfect bread, but I did taste it and it is still very, very delicious. Hey, and you know, I did show up for this bread and make it, and I'm sure in the future they'll get better. But here I am at my parents'. I just needed to spend time with them, chat, and also get a bit of garden time in. It's so beautiful here. My parents just have the most gorgeous backyard. They put so much hard work into it. But my final wisdom of this week is the concept and the term of failure is completely useless. First of all, I just hate that term. It is ridiculous. It feels like such an absolute, and personally, it's been weaponized against me by someone really horrible who used to be in my life, who is thankfully no longer at all relevant to me. But that's a long story for another day. But even though I hate the term, I realized I was still using it in my day-to-day life. It was a fear, something hanging over my head. What if I am a failure? What if what I'm doing will be a failure? But I don't think I even believe in failure anymore. First of all, of course, everything I feel can be framed as a learning experience, and there's value that can be taken out of every experience we have. Even our worst memories are moments where we feel like the biggest jerk in the world. We can look back and go, that's not who I want to be, so what can I do to change that? Even if a project, your job, even your life isn't meeting the specific metrics and goals that you have set out, it just means it's time to reevaluate, change what you're doing, try a new approach. It doesn't have to be this absolute of it didn't work, so it's a failure. Even having to chart a completely different course, go in a completely new direction, or even come to terms when it's time to something go, that takes so much maturity and reflection. How could that possibly be a failure? And it's not like that's the end all be all. You gotta move on to different things. You're gonna keep growing. I just feel like failure is such an absolute that cannot be applied to us because we are just constantly growing and evolving. And I finally realized this week that this fear of failure was holding me back from exploring different career options, because pursuing a new career outside of YouTube and my small business would mean I failed in those aspects of my life, and I haven't. Those are my passions, so I'm still gonna make time for them and still keep working on them, keep learning and growing, but I want to explore more options as well, and even if those don't work out, I can still find value in them from the experiences I gain and all the lessons I will continue to learn and hopefully share with you guys. I really feel pulled in a new direction for this YouTube channel. I want to create more content that maybe can help and inspire viewers. I still want to do my usual thrift hauls and that sort of thing, the fun content, but also maybe some more meaningful stuff. For example, I just got out of my art vlog, which is crazy, but I definitely want to share how I did it. But yeah, a lot of YouTubers got me through this week, so hopefully I can start making content that helps people as well. But that is it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed. Toby did bite me in that last clip, but it was the only B-roll I had, and I was saying something really important. But I do hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry, it was very, very rambly. Thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing. It really, really helps out my channel. Don't forget to take care of yourselves. I'm feeling really compelled to say that this week, so I feel like somebody out there needs to hear it. But I think that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!